In a few short hours, you are going to get to experience the 15th and very likely final season of Doctor Who, because it's so funny, right? Like, I haven't seen a lot of promotion for this upcoming season, and everything that I have heard has been very, very interesting, to say the least. Documented quite a bit of it, rather. A lot of it coming out of the new companion, Verada Setu, saying that, oh, I'm going to hold the Doctor accountable, and that we're really going to explore what it means to be, a strong, independent woman. And it's like, okay, cool. This is going to be so great. This is going to be 7 episodes, really worth our time. And the show itself being promoted, oh, you really got to stick around for our one almost Eurovision type episode. And that's going to be so amazing, because our almost Bridgerton episode where the gay doctor kisses another gay guy back in Victoria era London, that is so, trend-setting and wonderful. And, the other episode where he could have saved a planet of people, but they decided to say no because the doctor's black, and instead of, getting help from somebody, they would rather die with their racism than live with acceptance. Such great messaging that's out there. It's a wonder why the series didn't immediately get picked up for another run of 5 decades of these types of compelling stories. But yeah, a lot of the news has come out of Russell T Davies. Well, mostly what he is doing and what he isn't doing. What he is doing is, working on another show for Channel 4. What he isn't doing is confirming that there's going to be a future for this series past season 15, and it's looking like he's not even that sure that he would be a part of a theoretical future. Doctor Who's Russell T Davies says that there are conversations about the next showrunner. Yeah, but there was all of this hype and all of this hope around your return prior to the 60th anniversary, so why are we talking about another showrunner, a new showrunner? That's interesting. When the time came for former Doctor Who showrunner Chris Chibnall to pass over the reins, few predicted his replacement would be Russell T Davies, who made an unexpected return to the show several years after his previous stint. Now, with his second full season back at the helm approaching, this was the full 7 episodes. Wow, that's a big second season, huh? Some fans are already wondering who might next be in line for the top job. That's kind of crazy, right? Because if these were at all well received, which were told by people, I think, right? Yeah, sure, we'll go with that one. That if these were good episodes and they were well received and a lot of people were watching and enjoying it, they wouldn't be talking about the next showrunner. They wouldn't be looking to the future. They would be enjoying the present. But oopsie daisy. But yes, and the topic that came up the topic that came up during Davies' recent appearance on David Tennant's podcast. After Davies joked on David Tennant does a podcast with, interesting title, that he won't be back a third time at any point in the future. Tennant teased that he hadn't thought he'd go back a second time either. That's very true, but I'm not getting any younger, darling. But I will need to slow down at some point. That'll come. Last time it was Stephen Moffat who replaced him, and that wasn't even a day's work. Like, right off you go, he added. There's thinking about that. There's conversations about that, but it's hard. It's a tricky one. But they better exist. Imagine I'm dead at the desk. The cliche would kill me. Well, no, you'd be dead if the cliche ended up panning out like that. And the 20 years since Doctor Who was revived in 2005, only Davies, Moffat, and Chibnall have served as showrunner. So whoever does take over will be joining a very select club. And that's rich that you're assuming that there's going to be a position to take over, because now we're getting something a little bit more up to date now that we're just a couple of hours away, and Russell T Davies saying that there might be a pause. And yeah, it's dead, bros. It's over. It's done. It's dusted. Enjoy these 7 episodes because it's a wrap. Those rumors from a couple of months back saying that, BBC is looking to pause this shit for like 5 to 10 years. Okay, that's not rumors. Those are facts. It will be confirmed in about 8 weeks' time. Okay. Might be so lucky as to get, that nice customary couple of months that The Acolyte got after its finale aired, and they were like, nah, man, this shit's done, okay? It just had rumors coming out, and then it ended up getting confirmed by one of the creatives, one of the high-ups at Disney. Is like, yeah, we did cancel it, and it's like, no, we need season 2. Meanwhile, people are, advocating for season 2 of, for better or for worse, for season 2 of The Acolyte, nobody wants any more of this stuff because Doctor Who at this point in time, it's a different type of cringe. It's kind of like if you're a wrestling fan, right? You know that there's 3 different types of booing, okay? There's 3 different types of booing. A heel, you got the cheap heat that's out there. It's like, whenever they bring up local sports team and then you just get boo, boo. Okay, they're booing what you're saying. Okay, and then there's the other type of booing. Okay, and that's the stuff that they try to go for. Okay, where you're booing them because you know that they're doing a good job as a heel, and you're trying to just add to the atmosphere, like a genuine, they're justified, but they're kind of being an asshole behind it. Okay, like that's the type of heat that you're always wanting. And Doctor Who, it ends up falling into that third category. Something that Charlotte Flair is experiencing right now, but is legendarily known around the industry as X-Pac heat, rather. Go away heat, like, we don't want to see you anymore. Why are you here? Get off of my screen. It's a very pointed noise that you get from the audience. It's not any louder, mostly because it's a mix of apathy and a mix of anger. 50-50 from the crowd. And while you can't obviously get that from a TV show, you can just simply take a look at the ratings and see them crumbling before your very eyes, and you realize that, yeah, the only people that are sticking around through this are pointing and laughing at the show. Meanwhile, from the heights of this, when 1 in 3 people tuned in to see the first and only female Doctor a few years ago, yeah, now you're going to be lucky to maintain an average of 2 million people watching this stuff. So yeah, there might be a pause. Oh no, there's no might in this equation. It's a wrap, kids. Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies said that there could be a pause in the show's broadcasting as fans wait for a decision on the next season. Because, yeah, we just talked about this last time where, not even like one episode that could have aired right after the FA Cup, but before Eurovision. We just don't have time. BBC just can't find a place to put it on broadcast, so we'll just throw it up on the iPlayer and D+ will just carry it around the world. Yeah, we don't really need like a broadcast run on that. Like that right there, that's a bad sign. Okay, like if this show was doing just a nominal ratings, okay, like if it was just simply maintaining an average from the Jodie Whittaker era, if it was getting 4s and 5 million overnights, that would be totally fine. But this, like, it's half that. You're not even getting the numbers you were getting back in the day when the show was first canceled in '89. Like it's done. It's so totally done. The newest installment starring, Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor and Verada Setu. It's so funny because we legitimately, I guess I would probably have to do a little bit more sleuthing, but we haven't heard hide nor hair from Ncuti. Not at all. After the conclusion of season 1 and in the lead up to this, it's all been Verada, it's all been RTD, and the Doctor has been quiet. It's almost like he's been too busy house hunting out there in LA to save what's left of his career and hoping that he can go ahead and transcend the stink of this role that elevated other people like the previously mentioned David Tennant and Matt Smith to greater heights. It's funny how this used to be a springboard opportunity, a great opportunity in and of itself, a coveted position. And now, well, hey man, everything that's woke, and that's a justifiable, description in this case, everything woke turns to shit. As a new companion, Belinda Chandra starts airing this weekend. But there's no news on the future of the show beyond that, although we do have a spin-off. Yes, The War Between the Land and Sea also on its way. Does that have an air date? Okay, are we sure that that's going to happen? I don't know. Speaking to Newsround, Davies said, I kind of know that the Doctor's reached a status of like Robin Hood. Okay, a beloved story throughout the UK, a fairy tale, a mythical legend from years gone by. Tell us more. Sometimes there might be a pause, and during that pause, the viewers of a news round will will grow up a few years and start writing stories, and they'll bring it back. Oh shit, that right there, you don't even need to read between the lines. You just need to listen to that and go, oh yeah, the show's getting canceled. Oh shit. So I have absolute faith that they will survive because I'm living proof of it, and that's what happens to good ideas. No good idea ever dies. Right. You're right. Yeah. Because if you had good ideas, the show would continue. You would be able to continue to tell those good ideas. So what are you saying there, Russell? What exactly are you saying? Well, Davies is clearly optimistic that Doctor Who will survive. Really? Okay. as it has before, it does seem possible the viewers might be in for a long wait for a potential new season. Considering no decision has been made about the next season, it does also make sense that there would be a break in broadcasting due to the lengthy production process for a show like Doctor Who. Really? Okay, previously speaking to Radio Times, Davies addressed the future of the show by saying there's no decision until after season 2. It's funny because even people who work on the show think that means that they're having secret meetings about it. People I work with every year say, what's really happening? And what's going? Nothing. No meetings, nothing. That's when the decision is. And the decision won't even be made by the people we work with at Disney+. It'll be made by someone in a big office somewhere. So literally nothing happening, no decision. Yeah, that's in stark contrast to the rest of the industry. Like, I'm not even going to keep up pretenses in this point, okay? Like, the obvious example right there, House of the Dragon, more on that, I'm beleaguered, because if you want to talk about a production just going completely and totally down the toilet, okay, I talk about that. I got a video coming out, I think Sunday or Monday or something like that. So it'll be coming out on that one, because, boy, that's disappointing what's going on with that. But even still, that was ahead of season 2 going to air, where Ryan Condal ended up getting, he got his 2 seasons. We knew, okay, that show would be running for 4 complete seasons. They got him right there. It's been given the green light. Warner Brothers and HBO, it's full steam ahead. But apparently, with the backing of D+, with all of the money from the UK taxpayers, care of the BBC, you can't go ahead and greenlight additional seasons. You have to wait until everything that you already have shot has aired. Oh, interesting. It's almost like you were trying to fulfill the contract that you got from Disney, okay, where you would end up getting 2 seasons paid for $100 million, and then after that, we'd have to wait and see. It's almost like that's playing out, and everybody's trying to figure out how they can weasel their way out of this. But anyways, you can continue to say, nothing's happening, there's no decisions, but we'll be talking about it afterwards. But we already know what's up, okay? The BBC also previously responded to the report suggesting that the show had been shelved. Yes, the spokesperson said, the story is incorrect. Doctor Who has not been shelved. We have previously stated the decision on season 3 will be made after season 2 airs. Yes, the deal with Disney Plus was for 26 episodes, and exactly half of those still have to transmit. And as for the rest, we never comment on Doctor Who and future storylines. This season, we'll see the Doctor travel across the stars in an attempt to get his new companion home. Only he has only has to take the long way around. Crap, whatever. It starts to air tomorrow morning. Okay, on the BBC iPlayer, it'll drop on D+. Who knows on that one? We'll see, and we'll be able to talk about the ratings, because I'd imagine that they're going to be atrocious. And yep, the countdown to cancellation officially begins starting tomorrow. It's gonna be a fun couple of months now, isn't it? So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.